You stop texting her for a day, not because you're playing games, but because life finally demanded your attention. And suddenly, she watches your story. She replies faster. She becomes curious. But the moment you go back to giving her consistent attention, her warmth vanishes, as if your presence became a burden she didn't ask for. My friend, every man learns this the hard way. The illusion is simple. You think effort creates love. But the reality is darker. Women don't respond to effort. They respond to absence. Every woman is hardwired through thousands of years of survival to desire the man who doesn't need her. A man who is busy, focused, scarce. Because in her evolutionary memory, the man who had time to chase her was the man who had nothing worth chasing him. Ignoring triggers a primal scan. Why isn't this man seeking my attention? Who is he? What is he doing? Your silence becomes a signal of strength, a biological imperative she can't ignore. Here's the psychological truth most men never hear. Her brain runs on dopamine loops, not logic. Attention gives her dopamine. Withdrawal removes it. And the brain hates emptiness, so it becomes obsessed with the source that created the high. This is why. When you stop initiating, she double texts. When you get quiet, she posts more stories. When you go silent, she suddenly checks in. Your absence doesn't just confuse her, it rewires her emotional mechanism. It creates a vacuum she instinctively tries to fill. Case 1. A man gives a woman constant attention. She gets comfortable, predictable. His value drops like a stock no one wants to buy. Case 2. Another man stays focused on his mission. He replies when he chooses. He's calm, controlled, unbothered. She invests more, tries harder, becomes emotionally engaged. Case 3. A man pulls back after months of chasing, not out of spite, but out of exhaustion. Suddenly, she starts calling. Are you okay? Did I do something? His silence didn't push her away, it pulled her toward him. This is the war no one teaches men. Women chase presence only after they feel your absence. Brother, what I'm about to tell you isn't sweet, but it will set you free. Women don't fall for the man who gives the most attention. They fall for the man whose attention they can't fully control. Not because they're evil, but because their psychology is programmed that way. So here's the path out of the chaos. Shift from chasing her to chasing your mission. Pull back with calmness, not anger. Respond when you're grounded, not desperate. Let your silence speak louder than your words. Become the man whose absence is felt more deeply than his presence, and watch how the entire dynamic changes.